Hello again, and welcome back once more to this Let's Play of Geneforge. I am Chessrook44, and we are about to go on into the Pentil Plains, just to the east of here and west of Pentil. Because, hey, we gotta head to Pentil. We gotta go somewhere, so why not go to Pentil? We've already found out about more people who are on this island, oddly. And we got a bit of loot, but with little else to do, let us move on. Into the Pentil Plains! Let's see. Pentil northeast, Thorny Fens west. Yeah, we've been to the Thorny Fens. This wide open valley is surprisingly sunny and pleasant. It is filled with farms. There are many carefully marked and cultivated plots of land which grow the vegetables which are the staple of the servile diet. Oh, so they're vegetarians? Nah, probably not. I mean, they probably raise the orcs for food too. However, the arrival of the rogues has not been kind to this area. The crops are clearly neglected and have, in places, been torn up by the invaders. No serviles work the fields. You hear the distant lowing of confused, abandoned orcs. The village of Pentil must be much more affluent than Vakiri. The smaller village to the west had nowhere near as much agriculture. And, oh, there's a servile. You meet a demoralized servile soldier. He says that you should speak with Chesh, who is waiting by the fire. We're doomed. Save us, Shaper. Clearly they want our help. Well, they do see us as a god, so, you know, we may as well act that way. I am your savior, come to help you all! Worship me! This band of serviles have clearly had a hard time of it lately. They are exhausted and demoralized, and this, their leader, seems the weakest and most fatigued of all. Yet, though he is trembling and almost asleep on his feet, the moment he sees you, his energy seems to return to him. He puts his hand on the pommel of his sword, drops to his knees, and bows his head. I had not even dared to hope. I had heard the rumors, but I welcome you, Shaver. I place myself and my men at your disposal. I am Cheshblade of the village Pentil. We are isolated now, trapped and separated from our home. Our losses have been great, yet hopefully, now that you are here, the tide will turn. What is this place? These are the fields where Pentil grows all of its food. Or, it was, until the rogues swept in from the north and blocked the city gates. Now it is a ruin, eagerly awaiting the wisdom of the Shapers to set it right. A ruin? Oh, jeez. We got problems here too. Why is nothing ever easy? I am low on supplies and require assistance. Chesh does not hesitate for a moment. Please, Shaper, take anything of value in our camp. It is an honor to assist you. He eagerly says this, although it is clear that they have a much greater need for weaponry than you do. You are kind. Thank you for your help. Chesh is confused. But, Shaper, what is ours is yours. You do not have to thank us, mere creations. Yeesh. They really are. Oh my. Tell me of your troubles. The west gate of Pentil is to the northeast. However, it is blocked. There is a strong force of rogues there in a good defensive position, and none of our forces have been adequate to defeat the blockade. Describe their forces to me. It will sound meager to your ears, Shaper. It is perhaps 10 Thods and about half a dozen Artilla. The Thods provide a buffer, while the Artilla acid sears any who approach. Perhaps we might dislodge them, but at ruinous cost to ourselves, a cost we can't afford. Of course, with your help, I am sure that we could dispatch them easily. Oh my! 10 Thods and 6 Artilla, maybe. That is a lot of enemies in one place. We are only 3. I mean, okay, we'd probably get help from these guys, but that's still a massive force. We gotta think about this. Why do you wait? Why don't you clear the gate? He examines you carefully. Perhaps he is trying to gauge how strong you are. His faith in you might not be as absolute as it seems. We will, Shaper, but perhaps not yet. As I said, their position is very strong. Perhaps we might dislodge them, but at ruinous cost to ourselves. A cost we can't afford. Of course, with your help, I am sure that we could dispatch them easily. We will, but before we do, I think it might be... Well, first I'll take a look in here. Bronze swords. You know what, we'll get this after they clear things out. They might have need of it. Honestly, though, I think it best we scout out what they have first. Maybe we can get rid of some scouts, weaken their forces a bit before we actually attack. Make it easier to kill them. Oh dear. Several dead serviles lost in recent combat have been placed in here. The bodies have been stripped of weapons and carefully arranged. Yeah, they've lost a couple of their men. Only 5 it looks like, but considering that looks like it might have been half their forces. Ah! Oh my! Alright then. There's a couple of the Thods. Ah! He's running to get help! Oh, but he died before he did. Good. Yeah, there are scouts. Let's clear out what we can around here first. This chamber is a storeroom for seed and farming supplies. Probably nothing of use here. Clearly I was wrong. Always nice to have living tools. Okay. We'll do a brief scouting and... Ah! There. All the Thods we can see, they seem to be the ones who are going around looking. Actually, this is a lot of intelligence. Should the creations really be this intelligent? Several servile farmers lived in this moist chamber. From the looks of things, it has been abandoned for several months. Well, there's healing items will help. Actually, we can probably use some of our pods during the fight. Because clearly we are going to have to fight. Break whatever this siege is. Ooh, nobody has been in this locked storeroom, you would guess, since the island was abandoned. The floor is littered with the unidentifiable bones of long-dead creations. And the canister! Come to me, O lime Kool-Aid of power! Cure effects. Oh, nice. That'll be helpful if we ever get poisoned. And in here... nothing but plants and the like. Well, we know they're to the northeast, so we don't want to go too far. Yeah, most likely they're through there, so we'll stay southwest of there.